Phew, I'm here. Thank goodness for Sir Mick, who's just got me sorted out. Apparently, I was in YouTube instead of StreamYard, so completely cocked it up, as you saw. Sorry I wasted all your time, but this is a learning curve. Oh my Lord, I tell you. I mean, Mickey's got the patience of Job, I promise you. I'm going to stick the link out because that way then I can have as much help as I want. There you go. Hi, Dick, Small Engines, Sparks, East Coast, Dick's, yeah, here we go, Funders, Jason, Mick, no, thanks, mate. You're a top man, you are, you really are. Good evening, everybody. I'm now around the right way, slightly red around the gills, but I'm actually on here, and it's my second go. So why not? That's not a link, he says. Oh, right, okay. Was that not a link? I copied the thing at the top, Mick. Where the hell's... Oh, there. Somebody's coming in. Sparks, stick your nose on, mate. Hiya, Sparks. Thanks for coming, mate. Sorry it's taken so long.
Good evening. I was wondering what you were playing with.
Well,
your YouTube's open.
My YouTube is open. You're quite right. I
amateur.
Hands up. That's absolutely true, mate. Absolutely true. And I would still be there messing around in the basement there if it hadn't been for Mick coming along. But we got there.
Mm-hmm.
Thank goodness. Henry, good evening, mate. How are you? Again, East Coast.
So I would suggest then Mick is the 5th emergency service then.
He certainly is. AJP, yeah. I really ought to have had a sort of a go at this earlier on. I tried to be clever. I've got this lady I know who's absolutely superb at websites and stuff. Gave me an introduction. And I tried to put that on earlier on. I don't know if it did come on or not.
No, I don't.
It's like an introduction. It was always well chuffed with. But I think I can't actually do it again. Lawnmower Detective. I think you've got to pay to have all that stuff, haven't you?
Yeah, Lawnmower Detective. Hello. Yeah, well, like I've just said, I've just had to do the Twitch one. I've had to teach a lot of people to do Twitch today on to send them instructions how to get live streams done. So.
Yeah, well, I'm certainly twitchy. That's.
Well, I've got something called a Elgato Stream Deck.
Oh, right.
It's a lot easier. All you do is program it, and then you just press the button. It works for you.
Yeah. Well, I'm still learning to get the computer turned on. But as I said, Mick got me through it. I'm sure, after about 100 goes, I'll get close to getting it sorted out.
Yeah.
As if people don't get bored, listen to my whittling, as it normally is.
Oh, no, you're fine. All you need is the flat cap and the pipe. You'll be well away.
Right then. So, videos. Mix, and lots of people are saying about making something. Could I use that?
1940s camera.
Leave it. That cost me a lot of money 30 years ago.
Yeah, 1940s.
Yeah, not
you need a
30
mini
years ago.
GoPro or a GoPro style camera. That's what I've always suggested because it's just press and go.
Can't this thing plug in anywhere?
There's a USB on it in the front, usually. On the front, there's a USB. There's like a flip cover at the bottom. There it is, yes, where the black piece is. Yeah, there's a flip cover at the front. Yeah, there, the front, there's a flat cover. There's a black... On the bottom, there's a cover, there's a cover. Yeah, no, the front of the camera, there where your hand is now. There's a flip cover, usually a flip cover. And it's usually on them.
I can't see any cover.
There's usually either under there or the side when you take the screen out.
Oh, there's no screen that flips out on this one, mate.
Oh, that's definitely a 1940s one then.
Well, I bought it when my son was born, and he's 32 now. So it might not be any good then.
No. Stick to a basic GoPro, and then you'll be well away.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I must admit, I didn't think it would be any good, to be honest. But it's worth asking. I don't expect they even had USBs in those days, did they?
Yes, they have some. Yeah, some of them cameras will have them either the front or the side. Come on, sweetie. I know. Come on. What's up with you tonight? My cat wants, of course.
All right.
My big my. This is my wife's cat, but yeah, this one is Poppy.
Ah, right.
I like
Yeah,
good.
so it's been a trial by fire, really. This has been, but there we go.
Shame you're not on Instagram, because if you contact me through Instagram, I'm on there 24 hours a day. You can always get me on Instagram, and I can always help you anytime.
All right, man. That's very kind of you. I need all the help I get. I think. I mean, Mick, he taught me through it really well, but
yeah, Mick's like got a patience over the saint. You know what I mean?
he certainly needs it with me. I'll tell you.
Yeah, he's got to have 50 cans of lager first before he talks to you. But yeah.
So how do I know how many people are watching?
You'll have an entire count in front. At the moment, you've got 11 watching, I think.
All right. Oh, that's 11 more than I expected, so that's good.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Yeah. Well, it's as I say, it's a learning curve, but I enjoy myself. That's the main thing. It's actually quite difficult to sit here talking to yourself.
You want to do it on a radio station.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Well, I actually did that, would you believe, years ago on hospital radio down in Plymouth. I was on hospital radio in Plymouth, and I remember sitting there in the studio. Well, we had an hour each, I think, if I remember rightly. And I had the really clever idea I would offer a competition, and I got hold of something, I don't know what it was, a BBC Cup, if I remember rightly. So there's me chatting away to the whole of Plymouth Hospital, which is, quite a big place. This is the old hospital, by the way.
I was there today.
It's not even there. It used to be by a fire station there. And anyway, I did this competition in the thought that somebody would phone in and they would win the prize. Well, after half an hour, it became apparent to me that nobody was listening. So I had to make up somebody's name to say they'd won.
Well, I was on the radio for 2.5 years, back in Bournemouth. But I'm still doing radio, doing the basic broadcast music and stuff like that once I got my license back. So
oh dear.
What were you tonight? Yeah.
Yeah, you say, Mick, how many cylinders? I'll tell you what, mate, this is diesel. This works on diesel. I don't even know how it works nowadays.
Yeah.
There, look. I could get a video of myself doing a video. Oh, that won't work.
Radio DJ Horse, not Chester.
That's actually quite a good, mate. It's a Sony.
Oh yeah, if you've got a good system there, but unless you're going to spend out £200 on a capture card and the other equipment, you may as well spend about 150 quid on a proper GoPro or get a little camera. You'll be well. It must be
good because the stickers are still on it. That was I think that cost me. I think that cost me nearly £900 all those years ago. That was a lot of money.
That's a lot of brass.
And I think the only thing I got filmed on is my son doing long jump in the recreation ground.
I've got a camcorder upstairs from the 1980s.
Really? I think the trouble is, though, all this stuff moves on so quick. One day it's the latest thing, and 6 weeks later they got a new one out. It's like phones, isn't it? I mean, this was supposed to be a decent phone. I don't know. It's a 6S. I think they're now up to about number 12, aren't they, or 13 or something?
Yeah,
it makes phone calls.
I've got like two phones. I have one as a backup phone, and I have one as a dual phone for traveling. So yes, that's how it goes, really.
Yes. So I don't know what else anybody else has been up to. They want to come on in. Please come on in, join me in Sparks, because otherwise I'll end up boring everybody talking about cameras and videos and stuff. What else have I been up to the last few days? Wow. Shopping. Is that the way to go?
I was doing the
Shopping.
same today. I went to
Oh,
Plymouth
dear.
today, went to do a bit of shopping. I walked into to Burger King to get the burger. No signs up. What's the echo for? That's an echo.
Well, I picked up a chicken. It says used by the day, so I shoved it in the freezer. It'd be all right, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Use it today. Yeah, stick it in the old freezer.
Yeah, that's where
Yeah.
it's gone. That's where it's gone together with lots of other stuff.
Well, get it out of the freezer one time. Put a load of cider with it. You'd be well away.
What do you mean this?
Yeah, that's good stuff.
I know.
I don't drink, but I use it for cooking.
Yeah, it's anyway. Annie was my missus said, "Oh, you got to cook that today." I said, "No, that'd be okay. I'd go in the freezer
Yeah.
together with all the rest of the stuff."
Yeah, we use Tributes. We buy 4 cans of that, 2 or 3 pounds of stewing steak, onions, carrot and peas, and that's a good meal.
Absolutely. I got myself a bit of steak tonight. I'm going to stick. I think I'm doing this right. Tell me if it's wrong. Where are we? Just doing that a second. Is that the right way to put out?
Yeah, you've got to go to the screen invite, the man at the bottom, and press copy, and then paste it.
That's. Oh, right. I see.
Because then it gives you them a direct link then to your channel, then to your StreamYards.
Well, that was easier. Then paste it, you say?
Yeah. Well, I paste it. Yeah, just press paste into the chat. Yeah.
Copy this, that, and then copy that. I see. Then do that, and then like that. Is that right?
Yeah, it should be all right. Yeah, that's it. It's perfect.
I think that's the same one as at the top there. Hi,
It
John
should
lad.
be fine.
How you doing,
Yeah.
mate? You'll forgive me, guys, if I don't say hello to everybody. I got eyes going around in circles here, trying to keep up with everything. It's this is actually quite difficult. That's what I discovered. That this is not easy. I thought you just sit back and hey, this is a piece of cake. Let the missus in the bath. She sit there quietly out the way, and
Don't put the toaster in the bath at the same time.
And then I get told my anti-track trial has expired. Okay, never mind. Get rid of that.
Yeah, you've got a slight echo with StreamYard tonight.
I haven't got that turned on now, I must admit.
No.
I just got my StreamYard on and my mail and all the rest of it, in case he does it. Hey, Dirt Rider, how you doing, mate? Snobby, come on in, mate. Can't see it at the moment.
All I can suggest on this one is this.
Snobby says he's in the basement. I can't see him here at the moment.
He should be in the basement.
Not at the moment. Where are you, Snobs? I just got you and me at the moment, Spark, in the bottom there.
And the bottom, yeah.
Yeah. I'll find him. Snobby, I see you. Where are you, mate?
He's usually around somewhere.
He says he's in the basement. I can't see him, that's all. Ah, there he is. Oh no, that's Henry coming up. Hi, Henry. Stick your finger on your nose, mate. How you doing?
Good. First time I'm on.
Hey, great to see you, mate. I had an email from you, didn't I?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm dealing with that for you, mate. Give me a few days, though.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
I'm not the fastest. But,
and you're not going to be the fastest ever.
You and I are going to learn how to do this.
Yeah, well, this is a learning curve, mate. It's no doubt you might have seen that. It's Mick Murray got me going. I went on the wrong place apparently.
Yeah. For some reason, I hear I don't know what that's all about, but
it's the StreamYards tonight.
Cheers. All the best.
It's how Conkers set it up. Blame him.
Just me, Henry, messing it all up.
Yeah. Well, Snobby, if he's watching, see what I won from Dusty.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Snobby said he's.
Yep. The blue.
Yeah, Stubby says he's in the basement. I'm trying to see where he is. He ain't come up yet, but no doubt he will.
No, yeah.
I want to check out. He kindly sent us some his pink spice mix we're going to use tomorrow. I bought some pork bellies.
Oh,
So I'm going to go with that tomorrow and see how that goes.
yeah,
You'll enjoy it. You really will.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
What do you call it? Ken came and visited me yesterday,
What, Ken's mowers? Ken's small engines, yeah?
Yeah.
and we found in my pile of old carburetors something you could use.
I know, mate. I've had an email from Ken this afternoon. And very, very kind of you guys, I tell you. That really is good. It's going to get me out of a hole, I think.
You were breaking
6
up.
feet hole.
How do I check my basement, Mick? Because I've only got the 3 of us in there.
Right at the bottom of the screen, you should see people at the bottom, right at the bottom of the screen.
I got 3 people.
Is that it?
Yeah.
So you should have, like I say, a lot of people at the bottom, apparently in the basement.
Yeah. Sorry, Henry. This is technical problems here. Well, not really technical. You come up okay, but where are we? Just got the 3 there at the moment, Mick.
At the bottom, right at the bottom of the screen, right at the bottom screen, in this corner, down this corner, you should see it.
Yeah, I've got, as I say, I got 3 of us there. Underneath the all the little pictures.
Yeah.
So they've not come in yet.
It could be your internet.
Well, there's a possibility of that as well. God, I don't know where my dog's been. God, dear Lord.
I thought it was you, Conker.
Well, it would have been earlier on, mate, trying to get it all sussed out. Oh,
9 in the basement, blind me.
Snobby's just got Stobbs. Tip your hat, mate. Snobby. Tip your hat. There you go.
Hey,
You should
How you
never,
doing, mate?
how you doing,
you
Snubby?
should never let anybody. You should never let anybody up on your panel like that, Conker.
Right, okay, mate.
Unless they do what you say.
Yeah, but I know you.
No, I could have been a still image that's been taken previously from somewhere else.
Well, yeah, it's true. You could have been, mate. But I mean, let's face it. It's I did see you move a bit.
Well, the last thing you want is someone coming up showing their nether regions.
Oh no, not
Too
again.
right.
It's bad enough here at home. Hey, Kevin, how you doing, mate? Do something for me. There you go.
Look at that. Look, it's really on the mantelpiece.
Yeah.
What do you want?
I didn't say your nose, mate. Hey, Kevin, how you doing, mate? Good
Hello,
to see
sir.
you.
Same here.
How are we doing? All right.
So far, so good.
No doubt, the same as the rest of the guys have seen my total cock up of trying to get on here.
That's all right. Someday. I'm just doing the video thing these days, but someday.
Well, I was trying to see if I can get away with my video camera, but apparently not. So that will have to go into a garage cell, I think. Hang on, I got Mick on the phone. Talk amongst yourselves a minute, mate. Hello, mate. You're not in the basement, mate, at the moment. No, I'm looking for you. Yeah, Stobby's here.
No, I'm not.
I'll see you in a second.
He's on the other phone.
Yeah, he's talking to Snubby.
Yeah. See you later,
You got a
Conker.
direct line. It's like this is like number 10 Downing Street here, mate.
No,
Yeah.
there's too many bullseyes on that door.
Oh, that's absolutely right. Yeah. Well, they need them as well. Well, there we go. Hang on. Check the basement. It keeps saying.
I don't know. Repeat that.
How how do you think an intelligent fellow like me can not get this right?
What?
Easily.
A what?
Leave it.
I did twice.
Easy there, Kevin.
Oh dear. So, Dusty, how are you, mate? Good to see you. Thank you.
Is she in the chat now?
Yeah, she's joined in, mate. I was out in the old garage as you do the other day. Something crossed my mind, and I thought I'll ask this question, and I'll accept totally that I know I'm going to have the Mickey taken out of me.
Wow.
And I was looking around. What was the most expensive tool I've ever bought that I've never used? Now I'm going to tell you mine, because Snobby already knows what it was, because I found it hiding in a corner.
What, did your wife put you in the corner again?
It's now propping up the corner of a table leg. It was a cruncher. What's it called? No, what's those things called? When they crunch?
Nut cruncher.
Cable crimper.
It's a crimper.
A crimper.
Crimper.
At the time, I was messing around with trying to shorten a cable.
Mhm.
So I went off in my infinite wisdom to buy myself a crimper, and I ended up spending about 80 quid on something
Blimey, Riley.
that I could barely pick up, let alone crimp. It now lives in the corner of my workshop, and I found it only a couple of days ago, and I thought, I bet other people have done the same thing and bought something that's not quite right, haven't they, Snobby?
No.
Please say yes.
I can't say I have.
Really? Oh, damn! Is it only me then? Literally, is it only me?
I'm just surprised that you sort of like misplaced it in your garage.
No, I
Ed.
hid it, mate. I didn't want to keep reminding myself of it.
You know, the size of it's very hard to hide.
Oh, tell me about it. But then, see, what I was looking for was a pair of crops that I think I lent somebody. And you know what they say about never a lender be? Because then the stuff never comes back or comes back broken. And that's been the case here for me.
No, it's true.
Yeah. Hi, Ali. Good to see you, mate. Yeah, so I've now decided not to lend tools to anybody.
Oh, I was just about to ask to borrow them crimping pliers you've got.
I'll give them to you, mate. I'll give them to you. Just pay the postage.
Yeah, I've got some big cable that needs crimping.
They might be big enough.
You just got to lay it first. You just got to lay it, Snubby, first.
Henry, I don't know, you might not be aware of this, mate. These crimpers have become a bit famous.
Okay.
Other people buy them. They're about like yay long, like a pair of pliers. You know, mine are about a yard long. You know. But,
You need two people to work them?
Sorry.
You need one person on each handle?
Well, I saw somebody put them in a vice and use them in the vice. One hand on the vice. Yeah. I tried doing that, and I ended up snapping the cable, so that wasn't very good.
You get Susan Summers. She could clamp that thing with her knees.
Oh.
Who?
Susan Summers. You're not old enough. You wouldn't know her.
Thank you. You've just made my day, Kevin.
I'm not that old either. Just not dead, that's all.
Oh, dear. Yeah, well. It's been interesting.
Well, I think I'm the oldest one.
It's not going to ease up too soon either.
No, tell me. Yeah, Dick, we can see you, mate. We can see you. So, what else do we want to talk about then?
Oh, I don't know. You're the host.
Oh, no, it's not easy, is it?
No. What I say, it's to be you.
Just all down to me, is it? All right, okay.
No,
fair
no, no.
enough.
I said it's to be you.
Tell us about your day today, Conker.
Say again, mate.
So tell us about your day. What have you done today?
Shopping, mate. I'll tell you what, I'm a man's man. I was going around Tesco's with me trolley.
I bet you carry a French stick in your hand like this.
Leave it. That's between me and a French stick.
Mhm.
I'll tell you what, though, I was amazed at just how many people were around. I thought, it'd be fairly quiet, but
The
No.
best thing about Tesco's, I do like Tesco's, is get a pack of bacon, some eggs, and put it in a giant baguette, and then literally about this big, that'll do me.
One
Yeah,
bite.
but you can't do that in the middle of the checkout, can you? Let's be honest.
Unless you've got an oven and an oven, but you've got a cooker with you. But sometimes I do carry a travel little stove with me in my rucksack when I go up north. A camp stove and everything. So yeah, we do have steaks outside in a park, no problems at all. Me and Mrs. had that many times.
You wrap the steak up just you wrap the steak up just right. You can cook it on the intake manifold.
Oh yeah, if you really wanted to. Steak's really nice when it's done on open grill.
You see, Conker, I do have an email address from Ken, but I refuse to use that one because you said something, and I'm waiting for the right one.
I've got my public email address. I'll give that to you, mate. It's hang on.
That's
I remember. It's the Top Conker, all lowercase.
D is in Douglas.
The as in THED as the Top Conker. The Top Conker.
Oh, T is in Thomas.
Yeah.
T is in Thomas.
No, the as in the.
I have something written on here. Can I show it? You tell me if it's right or not.
I'm happy with that, mate. Tell me what it is.
No.
No. The as in THE. The.
TH Tango Hotel Echo.
The Top Conker.
Yeah. At outlook.com.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the one I don't mind sharing.
How are you, detective?
That's it. You got it, mate. All lowercase.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you kindly.
No problem whatsoever. I've got a personal one I think Ken gave you. I'd rather not use that, obviously.
No. Ken sent me an email address, and I my mind said, no, that's not the one, because I know you said that was your private email, and it's different.
Yeah. That's good.
No. You want me to show you that one?
No, I know what it is, mate. Yeah, I'm sure everybody's the same. You like to keep stuff private, obviously.
Yeah, no.
Sparky, when are you going to have that radio station going?
Thank you, Nev.
In January, we'll be firing up. We'll have it all sorted. The only problem at the moment is we've got to wait for the license, and that's taking a few weeks longer because of Christmas and because of what's happening.
Yeah. We all of a sudden are going to probably be in lockdown ourselves because our area is starting to get really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Can anybody else see Dick's small engines, by the way, in the chat? Because I certainly can.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, he's up there.
Yeah, Dick, you're there, mate. He's
standing tall, Dick is.
Yeah, so there we go.
Yeah,
interesting enough, I know because we're talking to Snobby the other day, he was doing his fishing float things, yeah?
Yeah.
Pike fishing. I don't know if you've done that one yet, Snobs. I would just, because like everywhere, we've all got our hobbies and stuff, haven't we? Apart from lawnmowers and small engines and getting dirty fingernails and stuff.
Yeah.
I just wonder what everybody else is doing for hobbies. I mean, mine was rod building and fishing and stuff like that. I just wonder what everybody else sort of hobbies they do. Is it all down to small engines and stuff?
Yeah, I count money.
Yeah.
Somebody else's usually, but I do count money.
And whereabouts is it, Kevin?
Yeah, let us have your email address, Kevin.
My email address?
Yeah, for the money.
Oh. Well, that one's been closed.
Oh,
I've
right.
got a feeling, Kevin, it's where that fox was jumping in your garden.
Yeah, he was looking for a tasty little morsel.
No, I think he's found your money.
Well, it's not my money because I don't have any.
Mm.
Get on. I don't know any. I don't know any poor Americans. They're all multi-millionaires, according to
Well,
your boss.
read the name. It says McGrath. I'm Irish.
Fair enough.
So you're not even American then?
Yeah, Kevin.
Wood turn, yeah. See, that lawnmower
Kevin
detective.
McAllister, you know what I mean, from Home Alone.
Yeah, we've got a couple of different Irish names. We've got McGough is a relative. I think they're from Ireland. And Bailey, just like the Irish cream, Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
My
I
missus
bought
loves
some
that
of
stuff.
today, funny enough, in Lidl's. They do the same thing for half the price.
Mm-hmm.
Or sometimes by itself.
Yeah, and that's on my father's side. On my mother's side, we have a nice Bohemian. My mother was actually ancestry of Bohemia.
Of whom?
I was a bit surprised. I thought she was Austrian, but nope, Bohemia.
Was that Bohemia, Kevin?
Yes.
Where's that to, mate? Sorry.
Well, I think it's part of Czechoslovakia now.
Right. Okay.
But I think it's my mother's great grandparents or great great grandparents came over to the U.S. And the terrible thing is I've never met any of my grandparents.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
Would they still be alive now, Kevin? Do you think, or not?
I doubt it.
Yeah.
I'm the last. I'm the last in my immediate family. My parents, my sister and brother, everyone's gone.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm holding up.
I mean, do you have do you have a son or whatever that can carry the name on?
I have 3 sons and a daughter.
Oh, there, the name carries on there, mate.
And what I want them to carry on is humanly responsible adults.
Yeah.
The name is nice. The name is nice, but that's not what's important.
Take care, lawnmower detective.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So Kevin, when you arrived in America on the boat
Cheers,
from
Lawnmower.
Ireland,
Cheers, mate. Thank you for coming in.
Yeah.
when
I
you
think
when you arrived in America on the boat from Ireland, did you sign up and vote for Abraham Lincoln at the time?
No, I think they were over here before him.
Oh,
You know, Lincoln is not from Illinois.
oh, right.
Lincoln is a hillbilly out of Kentucky.
Oh, I thought he was the president, though.
He was, but he was born in Kentucky. But everybody says he came, the land of Lincoln. They say he came from Illinois. He did, but he wasn't born in Illinois. He was born in Kentucky.
Hi, Edward.
What, with KFC?
Yeah. Can't find the cheese.
The truth of the matter is, Kevin, we Brits don't really know that much about America.
Well,
Being the mother country, obviously, then we just look on. You think, oh dear, where did we go wrong?
I started traveling. I've been all over the United States, Canada, and northern Mexico back in the 1960s with my father.
Was that work?
No, my father had 4 weeks vacation every summer. So my parents divorced when I was 13, and he and I took vacations. So we went.
What did you do when you went? Did you just visit places, Kevin, or did you go shooting, fishing, all that sort of thing, or just visiting?
We toured. We toured to different areas. See, my father was born in 1911, and he spent 6 months of his life in 1933 in a little town in Idaho called Priest River. And it was Roosevelt that did the Civilian Conservation Corps here in the United States during the Depression. He would take children, young adults, from the city areas and send them out west to help clean up from forest fires or to help build new roads, basically to give them something to do, and he would pay them, but they got $30 a month payment for their work. And here's the fun part. My father said that he himself got $5 of that 30. The other 25 went home to the family.
Right, yeah.
So in 1933, he had to survive on $5 a month.
That doesn't seem possible nowadays, does it?
You can't survive $5 to go get a cup of coffee sometimes.
No, that's right. That's right.
It's
but
ridiculous.
I guess it was worth a lot more in those days in real terms.
Yeah. So
I'll be right back.
I mean, my
Sparks.
father. See you, Sparky. My father never believed that I enjoyed these trips with him. And I couldn't project that to him in the right way where he would understand it, that I did. I enjoyed them immensely.
Right.
I've still got photo albums of all those trips that he and I made when I was a teenager.
So you were 13 at the time?
From 13 to 17.
Right.
5 summers in a row we went. I have all the photos. I have. I kept the log books of expenses day to day while we were away, and the dumb city kid. We're in Yellowstone National Park, and we see a brown bear up on the side of another car, couple cars up, and there's 2 children in the back seat feeding the brown bear saltine crackers.
Oh my Lord!
Exactly. I'm looking at you, Henry, and it's like, yep. Dumb city kids. Yep.
Let me dog out a minute, Kevin. You crack on, mate. Let me dog out. He wants a pee. Come on.
So my father looks at me. He says, "You want to feed the bear?" Well, dumb city kid. Yeah.
Henry,
Well, see what's in the cooler. So what did we find? I had 2 hard-boiled eggs in the cooler. So I quick shelled one of the hard-boiled eggs, put it in my hand, made sure that the thumb was back, like you would feed a carrot to the horse, so they don't grab your thumb. Out the window. The bear comes over, goes up on the side of the car, sniffs my hand, turns away. Now, my father had gotten out of the car and gone to the front of the vehicle to make movie film. He's filming this. The bear comes up, sniffs my hand, moves to the left, turns to the right, looks at my father, comes back, and he clamped down on my arm.
Ooh. Oh, my Lord.
Well, I'm just screaming bloody murder. He got me. My father, when I looked at the film that my father had taken, he's filming it, and then partway through, all you see is this camera jumping around, and boom, and then it jumps around and backs up. He ran forward and kicked the bear in the tail. The bear let go. My right hand come in, and my left hand was faster than a power window today. That window went up so fast. The bear got down and left. My father gets back in the car. He's all nervous as all get out because my mother thought he was the SOB. And if anything happened to me, she'd put his tailbone in jail. Well, we never told my mother.
No.
I'm not surprised. You got the mark still.
I got 2 stitches from one of his bottom fangs that went up between the 2 bones in the arm. They took me up to the Yellowstone Park Hospital, and they put 2 stitches in. Cost my father $6.
Yeah.
Go away. Wow.
So nowadays they would have arrested you.
Kick you out of the park at the minimum. So year goes by. My father says to me, he says, "You want to go on vacation again?" I said, "Mm-hmm." He says, "Where do you want to go?" I said, "Yellowstone."
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. We went back to Yellowstone. We pull into the east gate, and the guard looks down. He leans over, looks past my father, and looks over at me, and he says, "You people never learn." And I'm like, "What's he talking about?" He says, "Ain't you the kid from Brooklyn got bit by the bear last year?" Yeah.
Yeah.
He says, "Why'd you come back?" I says, "I'm looking for the bear." He says, "Well, he already had a tag in one ear. Now he's got a tag in both ears, and we put him up in the high country." Oh, okay. Well, we do our whole vacation. Next summer rolls around. My father says, "Another 4 weeks vacation?" I said, "Yeah." He says, "Where do you want to go?" I said, "Yellowstone." Third year in a row, we went back to Yellowstone. We go in the East Gate. Now we're walking around by the Old Faithful Geyser, around the outside of the big hotel that's there. I'm standing to the right of my father as we're walking along the boardwalk, and I get a heavy hand on my right shoulder, and I jumped out of my skin. I turn and I look. It's the park ranger.
Oh,
He says,
wow. Yeah,
"You people never learn." He says, "You people never learn."
Amazing story.
He says, "What'd you come back for?" I says, "I didn't find a bear last year." I says, "I want to see if he's around." He says, "Well," he says, "I'm sorry to inform you." He says, "But he came back down into the populated area of the park," and he says, "We had to put him down."
Oh, yeah.
That bothered me.
Yeah.
That bothered
Sure. Yeah.
And it was like,
That's a great story, Cal. Great story.
but we had great times. I took my family on a 23-day vacation in 1993. I wanted them to experience something of what I experienced with my father. So I bought a 29-foot travel trailer, hooked it up behind my big van, and off we went. We did everything out to Yellowstone, except we did not do Glacier National Park. I had done that with my father 4 times. My youngest son, who was only 7 at the time, he says, "Are we doing Glacier National Park?" And I said, "No." I says, "I need 2 more days, and I have to get back and open up the business again. I have to get back to work." So he says, "Oh, well," he never let me forget that. He never let me forget that. So in 2008, he graduated from college with a degree in history education. And in 2009, I said to him, I said, "You got a couple weeks?" Because he was between jobs at that point.
Kevin?
He says,
Kevin?
"No, there's nobody home.
Nice
There's
one,
nobody
Tom.
home." So in 2009, I asked him if he was doing anything, if he had a couple of weeks. And he says, "Yeah." I says, "All right." I said, "Glacier?" He almost jumped out of his shorts. "I'll be ready in an hour."
Brilliant.
So he and I stole his mother's car, and in a 2-week period, we did the entire trip, again, just the 2 of us, that I had done with the family in 1993, but this time we did Glacier.
Right.
And he was just ecstatic. He was so happy that we did Glacier. It only took him, 20 years? and he says 93 to 2009, no, 18 years, 16 years, whatever it is. He was so happy. He bought me deep dish pizza in Chicago, Illinois on the way home and said thank you. And that right there, that was all worth it. That was all worth it.
Nice.
That's a nice story, Kevin. Nice story, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think where you went wrong, Kevin, is when you actually gave him the boiled egg, right? Because over here we've got a bear.
They
right?
don't like boiled egg. No.
No, the one we've got over here, he likes a marmalade sandwich.
Oh, yeah. 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 But I figured if I swiped the peanut butter and jam on my hand, he might lick it. And then bite.
My Lord. Yeah. So, Henry, you in the same sort of area that you can go off to these, because we hear about these national parks that are wonderful over in the States. I mean, we've got what we got here. We got the Pennines, we've got Stonehenge,
My
and
daughter-
Buckingham Palace.
My daughter got
What was
engaged.
that? Stonehenge? You get
My
stoned at the head?
Stonehenge is where they built it about 10 million years ago, mate.
Yeah, and they're
Sorry,
still
Henry,
finding.
I talked over
They're
you.
still finding things. They'll be finding
Oh,
things
yeah.
for another 100 years.
Oh,
We've got
yeah.
St. Mark's.
There's too many things on this planet say it's not
Yeah,
what
we've
they
got-
say it is. It's not what they say it is. It's something other than that.
Yeah, we've got Epping Forest. We've got Sherwood Forest.
Hmm.
Yeah, we only got 3 trees.
At least 3.
We've cut them all down. We burnt them.
My father and I actually drove through a tree in California.
Yeah,
I think I've
This
seen
is
that
not
tree.
a giant redwood with a hole through it, the tunnel through it.
I think that one fell down.
It did. It did. That one came down, but they have others that they've cut out and set up. My second oldest son and I did a motorcycle trip in 2012. He and I went cross country on the motorcycles in a 3-week period. We did 7,000 miles. Not one
Wow.
stitch of trouble the whole trip. Beautiful weather. Couldn't have asked for a better time. And in California, we went into Yosemite and Sequoia National Park. And in Yosemite, they have a tree that's already down, but they cut it so that you can go around and drive through.
Right.
And so he and I did that on motorcycle. That was nice. He enjoyed that.
I bet, yeah. So where at your end, Henry, is that the same sort of thing? You got that sort of places to go to, or different?
No, Connecticut isn't like that. Connecticut is green, it's pretty and everything, but we don't have all that, like Yosemite or anything like that. The closest thing we got is New York City and Washington, D.C. And, if you want that kind of activity,
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
otherwise,
Henry, where are you in Connecticut? East, west, north, south?
Central.
Central. Okay.
Hartford, I don't know if you know where Hartford is.
My daughter went to the University of Hartford.
It's close right there. My daughter went to UConn.
Yeah,
which is
University of
historic.
Connecticut. Yeah. From my door to the Hartford is 155 miles.
Right. Yeah.
Hi,
Route
JC.
84. Right up.
We called into New York when we went over on the cross on the Atlantic thing
came over
on
on
the cruise
Titanic?
ship, and I found New York. I found it incredibly expensive. We were told it, good food, cheap. Wow, it's anything but.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I mean, I always remember I wanted a chili dog. I heard
Yeah,
so much about having a
chili dog, yeah. Hot dog.
Honest to God, it's the worst thing I've ever eaten. It was crap.
The last that was from one of the food vendors, one of the push carts.
Yeah.
No, this was in a restaurant. This is a restaurant.
restaurant?
I mean, we got photographs. I was really disappointed because I thought this is going to be the dog's doodads, like a chili dog with fries and stuff. I mean, Anne had a salad that I could have had a bath in. It was so big. I mean, literally, you dove in one end and come out the other end.
Yeah.
But I mean, the chili dog itself, wow, it cost us a lot of money, and I'm very disappointed. Although we're going back, we are going to go back.
Let me share this
Well,
with you.
I honestly don't blame you.
I'm from Belgium, and it's close to the Holland border. And I took my second wife to go visit my family over there because I still have a lot of family there. And that was 6 years ago. And the euro was almost like you get 50 cents on a dollar. And then when you spend that 50 cents in Europe, it's like only getting a quarter,
Yeah.
So it was really expensive to go 6 years ago.
You pay twice the price to switch the currency. You pay 4 times the price for the product.
Yeah.
I mean, the euro, at one stage, Snobs, we were a pound per euro, weren't we, at one stage?
Yeah.
I mean, and I can remember when I working life years ago, I mean, I was getting €2.50 to the pound at one stage.
Yeah.
Now it's one if you're lucky.
Well,
Yeah.
Until we come out this Christmas, and when we come out the euro, yes, and finally get our own fishing. We got our own courts, and we don't have to worry about the rest of Europe. There we go.
well, it's a
only
one-time
time will tell.
Sorry, mate.
It's a
I say
one-time
only time will tell on that one.
Yeah, I mean, again, that's almost divisive as your elections, Henry. I mean, you're either pro or against Europe from the UK side, and yeah, the feelings go pretty high about it. But we're a strange nation, actually. We're a bit well. What's the word? We're very independent, always have been, and we don't like being told what to do.
No, definitely.
And we just most
That's for anybody that feels that way. Good.
yeah I mean, a lot of people, to be fair, a lot of people say no, we should stay in, but on a personal note, and a lot of other people I know, time to get out, time to rule ourselves. As long as they don't give away our fishing rights, that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
Because the old French, they've taken all our fish, and it's the fish. You cannot keep hoovering fish out of the oceans forever. Eventually, you're going to run out.
No.
And that's what's happening.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, you see these huge trawlers, and they take out millions of fish in one net. It can't be right. It cannot be right.
You know where the term French fries came from? You would think it's potatoes, but it wasn't. It was fish that they fried during the war to keep the soldiers alive. And so if you ask for French fries in Europe, they're going to tell you, we don't do
Fish.
that.
Yeah, they call them frites, don't they? They call them frites over there. Yeah. And they serve them with mayonnaise, and they're good.
Yeah. With a knockwurst or bratwurst.
And the old bratwurst and the vodkas, yes, absolutely. Because over here, all we got is things like Cornish pasties, which is like the food of the gods. They rate on the same level as black pudding. Hey, snobs. You either love them or you hate them.
We've got pie and liquor.
Poison liquor, yeah. And that's pea juice. Pea juice, that's vegetable peas.
We got jelly deals.
No, not going down that road. Have you ever tried one, mate?
No.
No, I ain't gonna eat that crap.
Not me. Dusty saying here in the background. What about roll mops?
Roll mops? That's fish in it in vinegar, isn't it?
Herring, isn't it? Pickled herring.
Yeah.
Oh, pickled herring.
Yeah, it's, do you guys get black pudding in the States?
Mm-hmm.
Do you get black pudding over in the States, Kevin?
I don't think so.
It's made with pig's blood.
No.
That's I know there's an Italian dish. I think it's called sanguinacci. That's blood pudding.
I think a very similar idea. It's made with. I used to be a slaughterman in my early days, and one of the first jobs as a young boy when I left school at 15 and a half, went to work in a slaughterhouse. And one of the first jobs they give you just to see if you could do the job, you were put into the sticking pen, where they stick pigs, when they hang them up and stick them, bleed them.
Yep.
And you had to stand there with this sort of
to catch
small
the blood.
bathtub.
Yeah,
to catch the blood.
Yeah,
that's right. And then
so you got 40% of it in the pan and 60% of it on yourself.
Yeah, and you then pour out as it congealed. You pull out the congealed stuff, and what's left is the liquid. It never congeals, and that's what they use to make the black pudding.
Yeah,
with oats. I think it's oats and all that stuff and fat. And some people don't like it for some reason.
Well, it's the culture. It's what you've grown up with.
Yeah.
That you like it now. There's people I know. They do some of the strangest things, and it's like no. Yeah. But it's in their culture. That's what they've, it's like, what is it? The Swedish have those fermented fish in a can.
Yeah, well, yeah, it smells like vomit when they open them, doesn't it?
Well, that's probably what you think it is.
You put that on a bit of toast.
Oh.
No, I'm not doing that.
I'd rather dive into the toilet.
Oh dear, yeah. No, I mean, I can remember as a boy we used to do. Is it chitlins? That was like pickled intestine of a pig that was cooked. I mean, why would you want to eat that, for God's sake? Leave it inside the pig and let him live, But there we go. Well, it could be worse. You could be Chinese and you could be eating bats.
No, I only eat Chinese if you clean them.
Eat Chinese.
You can't eat a whole one, mate. You've got to have it cold to follow a day.
Well, that's what I was wondering, what that red meat was on a stick.
Cat.
Sorry, Henry, missed it, mate.
The red meat on a stick that the Chinese serve, what is that?
Cat.
I dread to think it's probably a willy or something, I should imagine. I don't know.
I don't know, because, over here we have a lot of cemeteries, but we don't have one Chinese person buried. Where they
Now
go?
you're really beginning to write me, Henry.
You won't
Incidentally,
find
Snobs, I bought some belly pork today, Snobs, to go with your spices we're doing tomorrow.
Yeah. I had some the other day. Oh.
Yeah, you just sprinkle it over the meat and leave it for how long?
Well, sprinkle it over, then turn the meat over, sprinkle the other side.
Yeah.
And leave it in there for a day.
Right. That's what we got.
Yeah.
I said to Aaron, we got some belly pork, and that's what we got. Stick it in the oven. Here we go.
Nice and slowly.
Yeah.
Don't let it go burn. Don't let it burn.
No, I'm looking forward to that, mate. It looks really, really good.
Yeah, he knows how to cook.
Oh, yeah, I can cook, mate.
So Did you hear about these two cannibals? Did you hear about these two cannibals?
No.
No, they're going through their countryside and they see this hunter, so they shoot him. They're going to eat him. And they can't decide how to start this thing, so they kill him, they skin him, and the one guy says, well, you start at the top and I'll start at the bottom, and he says, we'll meet in the middle. So 10 or 15 minutes goes by. He says, so the guy up top says, so how you doing down there? He says, oh, I'm having a ball. He said, slow down.
There goes this stream.
You ain't got to worry yet, Conker. You ain't got to worry about streams and all that just yet.
No, I don't have to worry about it, mate. No, anybody ever comes across this stream, then it'll take them a year to find it.
I found it.
Well, yeah, it's and I'm glad you did, mate. I appreciate people coming in because I got talked into doing this by Snobby and Mick and them. They talked me into it.
Yeah, well, as I said, I can thank Miss Canadian Scrapper for helping me to prod me into putting up a couple little.
Yeah, it's good to see you, mate. Always.
She may have created a monster.
Come on, Snobs.
Thanks for letting us up, Conker. I'm going to drop back. My phone's getting hot.
All right, mate. It's good to see you, mate. Thanks for that and popping in. Appreciate it.
See you, Henry.
Cheers, mate. Good to see you. Bye-bye.
Take care.
So where's Mick?
I'm not sure, actually. I know he might have to go. No, he's not going to work. He's on holiday. I know he is. Perhaps he struggled. He might have had enough of me trying to help me sort this to get on in the first place.
Yeah. I'm wondering, how do you see what everybody's saying on the chat? Because I don't see it scrolling. I don't know what's up.
So on the right-hand side, Henry, it says, you'll forgive me, it says comments, I think, and private or some such thing.
No. I got one thing that says Mike, one thing that says Cam and Mike, and chat, and leave.
Yeah, it should be on the top right-hand side, mate. Comments, or turn on comments, or on the drop down or something. I mean, I'm the worst person to ask Henry, to be honest with you, because I'm pretty.
Henry,
you,
are you on a
Ryder.
tablet or a cell phone?
No, I'm on a laptop.
Down the bottom, there should be 5 icons. Mic, cam,
Yeah.
then a wheel that's got
Right.
cam/mic. Next to that, it says chat, and then leave with a red X. If you
Right.
touch chat, the chat should come up.
Bottom right, I've got chat on the bottom right-hand corner of mine, but I think they're all slightly different in a blue box.
See, on the computer, on my computer, it comes up to the right side.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's where mine is, mate.
Yeah. But
on the very top right-hand corner, it says comments, banners, brand, private chat, and settings.
Mm-hmm.
I think. I think Henry's just knocked himself out.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I quite enjoy myself, Kevin. It's this is actually really quite tough, isn't it? I think so, anyway.
Yeah.
Because you know, some people are quite happy to sit down quietly and have a watch. Others, well, whatever. When I first tried to get on there tonight, I ended up that door was on that side
with the vest.
A real mess, and I couldn't talk properly. It turns out I wasn't on StreamYard; I was on YouTube. So once again, I cocked it up. Thank goodness that Mick was able to come in and give me a hand. But there we go.
Yeah.
But it's all a bit of fun, isn't it? I mean, I even, just to be honest with you, between you and me, because nobody else is listening, I even wrote down a few little things. I thought, well, if I get stuck to save things, at least I've got something to ask people. You know, that's me being a quality. In the years gone by, I was a quality manager. God knows how I ever got that job. I was a great one for giving myself notes and stuff.
Well, any of the places that you were being a quality manager, are they still functioning or are they gone too?
Well, they are actually. Yeah, they are. I mean, I had my final job in the last 4.5 years of my working life. I worked for Dyson's. You ever heard of Dyson's, the vacuum cleaner? The rest of it. I worked for him as a verification engineer. I worked hard all my life to get to where I wanted to be, a quality manager, all the rest of it. I absolutely hated it. I hated the job.
Well,
I was forever on aeroplanes going to different countries.
The journey you enjoyed more than the job.
Yeah, I mean, it sounded really, really glamorous, I guess. You know, that's what I wanted to do. But up to that point, I was... years ago, they used to call them troubleshooters. You remember that term?
Yes.
It went wrong. I was the guy they sent. You know, God
get a hold of the troubleshooter. He'll figure it out. Yeah.
But I loved that job, and I spent 4.5 years on the road. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Then I got promoted, this, that, and all the rest of it, become the quality manager, and I absolutely hated it. Because, well, the firm I then worked for, no names, no pack drills, the MD and I fell out and stuff, and I thought, you know, I don't need this crap.
Yeah.
So I finished anyway, and I went back to working. Yes, Stuart, come on up, mate. You want the do you want the link? Hang on. Copy. There we go.
Yeah. See, I've done the bulk mail and first class mail preparation for 40 years. I worked in the postal service here for 18 plus, and before that, I worked in a brokerage firm in Manhattan in the late 60s, mid to late 60s, going through high school. And it was in the mailroom handling first-class mail all the time, preparing and sending out first-class mail. So I've enjoyed this since I was a teenager.
Right.
And it's just, you know, at this point now, I've worked for myself for the past 30 years. And I don't feel that I've worked. I've enjoyed the last 30 years.
Yeah, I think you're lucky if you can enjoy it. I mean, I love being on the road. I mean, I travelled everywhere. I was literally getting called out, getting on the aeroplane in the afternoon and stuff like that. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Stuart, stick your finger up your nose. Hello, mate.
Thanks, Stuart.
You all right?
This is the Royal Stuart Henry.
How you doing?
Stuart lives
How
in
you
in a mansion just off the main road.
Yeah, that's the backside of the church.
He's a posh man, he is.
It's oh, they always say it. Yeah, about the window. I'm going to sit in a different location in the house, I think.
I'll tell you what, Henry, he's so posh they get out the bath to pee. There you go. That's how posh they are.
I can assure you that is not the case. Yeah.
Oh,
No,
love
it
it.
is. It is over
So,
there.
Frank, I've come to give you some moral support, mate. All right.
You have to give us a guided tour one day, Stuart, of the mansion.
Oh, God, the missus will go bloody mad. Hey? Yeah. No, I will do, yeah. I will do.
Oh, I love it, mate. I love it.
No, right, I'm just going to go. I'll come up. I'm going to make a nice cup of tea, and then I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Yeah, you're right, mate. You're welcome.
All right.
Yeah,
We're gonna
just
time
let me dog out for a pee a minute. Hang on, mate. I'll
Don't
be.
kick me out. Come on.
He's going to do that, and I'll take a phone call.
There you go.
Excuse me.
Yeah, okay, Kevin. Come on.
How
Sorry
are
about
you?
that, Henry. You've been left on your own.
Yeah,
Everybody healthy?
Yeah, I'll probably go back to your own.
Just let the dogs out, upset everybody. Why is it dogs go out the back door and want to bark straight away? Never sussed it.
I don't know.
They're barking at nothing. They're barking at the dark.
Yeah. So, Conker, how many streams, how large streams is this you've done now? Is this your third one?
Yes.
I think it's my second one.
What was it?
I think, yeah, and I've cocked them both up both times.
Have you? Never mind. It's a learning curve, isn't it?
Are you ever wrong? I had to talk to the first one. I talked to myself for 10 minutes. The second one, I went on to YouTube instead of StreamYard.
Bloody hell, wait till I do one. I'll tell you what, I'll be stuck what to say. I'll be absolutely knackered. I won't know what to say.
It's actually tough, Stuart. I'll tell you. I don't find it at all.
Oh, yeah.
You've got to think of things to say. Well, my little head soon runs out of ideas.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You end up talking about the bloody weather, don't you? That's
Yeah, there's only so much to talk about the weather, isn't it? You know, so what's the weather like where you live?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Whether I like it or not, it's the weather.
But we have picked up on something from Nick, haven't we? If you're stuck for anything to say, you always say, well, what have you done today?
Yeah, I know. He did that. He did that on the other day. In there, and he lost it. Did you see? Was it Ken's stream? Was it yesterday lunchtime?
No, I didn't. I actually.
You didn't see that when his mate come on from the south of the country somewhere. Kevin, you were there.
Yeah.
When his chap come on, that we wondered if he was what he was on. There you go. Honestly, I mean, love him, absolutely love him, brilliant man.
He just like. Bleh.
I was hoping Ken might come on tonight actually, because he's like you, Henry. He's done me a big favour on these carbs. Hang on, close my back door. Hang on.
Yeah.
I got to do it myself, not like you, sir.
Yeah, so
I ain't got a butler.
I got the chat on my phone, so I can
It's
hit the chat.
Do you mean my butler? Are you?
Yeah, his name is Robert.
Are you insinuating
He
my
was
wife?
so brilliant to sit there and watch him for 20 minutes, and I think I understood about 12 words.
That many?
And you had Mick in the background going around with a whiskey bottle and a bottle of wine and stuff.
Yeah, he kept popping into the screen and out of the screen, and
Yeah.
It was just brilliant. It was just brilliant. I mean, Ken, bless him, he really did look after that, look after him really well. All right, Gibbo.
Right. We'll talk about drinking. I'm going to make myself a cup of tea. I'll be back in a minute.
You enjoy it, mate.
All right.
Enjoy your tea. Yeah, that was an interesting stream yesterday.
yeah. Wow,
Yeah, Lord.
he's got a big piece of property. Look at all those lawnmowers. He only has to make one pass.
He was working on them.
He only has to make one pass. Start them all up, run them across the yard, done.
There you go.
Oh, no, it was great. It was great. As we said afterwards, hey, the world's a better place for people. You need a bit of fun. You really do.
Hey, I look in the morning. I get up in the morning. I look in the mirror. I have myself a good laugh. It's all downhill from there.
Oh dear, yeah. I must admit, as you get a bit older, of course, you guys won't know this yet because I'm, considerably older. It just gets harder to get out of bed nowadays.
You're okay. Conker, you're what? 62?
No, I'm 68.
You're 68. Henry?
Yeah.
I was born in 1950.
2 years older than me. 52 I was born.
I was born in February 51.
51 there. See, the three of us all pretty close,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And it has to be said, I'm looking good.
You are.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We won't even say where this hair come from. It's like the girls when they have the facelifts, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I feel like the guy in Men in Black. Oh, is that better?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Thank God for Grease in 2000. I give up for that. I'm going to go all natural, make me.
No.
Yeah.
Ben
I convinced myself. It was if you use that whitening toothpaste. You brush your teeth with whitening toothpaste. It dribbles down and it bleaches your beard.
Yeah,
and that's what I've told my missus.
Home office, huh? There, Kevin?
Oh yeah, I work from home.
What do you do?
Bulk and first class mail.
Is that your good lady in the back there, Kevin?
Yeah. If you say so. Yes.
Hello, Mrs. Kevin.
Hello.
Hello, darling. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Sir? I'll tell you what, Kevin. Kevin, you're boxing above your bloody weight there, boy.
But where does the garbage go? Into the garage.
You're boxing over your weight there, mate. I'll tell you. She's still she's still trying to figure out why she said yes. So are we.
It's only been 46 years.
Really? She's a very nice lady. You're a very lucky man.
Thank you.
Tell him that. That's right.
Thank you. And I'll tell you something that I tell quite a few women. There's one job in this world I would never, ever want for love of money or anything. I would never want to be a mother.
No, I wouldn't want to be a woman, would you?
Sorry, but their job never ends.
All those tubes and things that go wrong in the plumbing. Oh my Lord!
Not just that; it's just being a mother. I was like, nope, not in my DNA.
No, that's hard work.
Can I leave this right here? Have a good day. Have a good day.
Take care.
And you, my sweet. Don't let him work you so hard either.
She's retired.
I work harder now.
Yeah. How come when we retire, we don't know how we did what we did while we were working?
I agree, Kevin. I don't know. I don't have enough time to do everything I used to do when I was working now.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
I think it's all a case about all of a sudden. I mean, I must admit nowadays it's very easy to fall into the trap of going to bed later, getting up later, instead of getting them in. You know, I used to always be an early riser. I used to be up at 5:30 every morning. Not anymore.
Yeah, 6 a.m. 6 a.m. The watches said it'll ring at 6 a.m., but I'm usually up already.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, not now. I used to be, Kevin. Not now. I got quite lazy. The trouble is, you get out and it's still dark. You know, in this weather, you feel like a mushroom, don't you? You're kept in the dark and fed on manure. You know.
Yeah, we got like 4 hours of daylight only.
How long?
About 4 hours of daylight, really.
Oh wow, is that all? We thought it was bad here.
A little more than it's I think a total of 8 hours of some sort of light. The rest of it's pitch black.
Yeah, yeah.
And then in the summertime it reverses. We wind up with about 7 hours of darkness and the rest is light.
Yeah. I know we went up to Russia to what we call St. Petersburg on a cruise ship. 3 or 4 years ago. And of course, being that far north, it doesn't get dark till really late, and it was weird. It was on 1:30 in the morning. It was still light. You know, on the cruise ship coming back, it was weird, really weird.
Yeah.
But you get so much more done because let's face it, we all like a bit of sunshine. My missus, yesterday we were sat in the lounge, having lunch or breakfast, and the sun came out suddenly for about 10 seconds. As she said, you know, you feel 10 times better straight away, you know, just with a bit of sunshine on your face.
Right.
You know, otherwise it's just miserable. It's grey, miserable and horrible. And I don't know about you guys. I'm not in the garage at the moment or the workshop. It's too cold out there for me.
Yeah. Well, I'm in the garage and the workshop. It's all one.
You got heat in there.
I got everything in here. I got television, full bathroom. I can go in and take a shower before going home from work. Heat.
Is this your basement or your workshop, Kevin?
That's the workshop.
Okay. Can I ask you what you do?
I do bulk and first class mail preparation.
Okay.
Like today I had to address some envelopes.
Right.
And then I had to stuff those envelopes.
Is it like bulk emails? Is it bulk letters?
Yeah, so then I had to stuff the envelopes. Now tomorrow I have to seal those envelopes.
So
one at a time.
You don't use your tongue. You use one of those sponge things, don't you?
But here's the high-speed addressing. That addresses the envelopes. I have a little video up on that.
And then interesting.
There's another machine over here. The sun is shining through the back window, so I can't go right by the machine. But this machine behind me will open the flap on the envelopes, gather up all of the insert pieces, stuff them in the envelope, and then seal the envelope, put them on a stack at the very end.
God.
Oh, wow. I guess that's not working on the word. Is it called Word multi post or some such thing?
Oh, the Pitney Bowes inserter.
Yeah.
All right.
And then of course I have to keep my toy nearby.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
yes.
I keep my Goldwing. That's the only thing that stays in the garage besides me. Everything else in the driveway.
Is that a solo or have you got a sidecar on it, Kevin?
I'm sorry?
Is that a solo or have you got a sidecar fitted to it?
No, just a solo.
Solo, yeah. Very nice. Yeah, I must admit, my days of motorbike are long gone. I had a bit of a crash on the motorbike many years ago, and I've never been on one since.
I've had 2 accidents, and I've had one close call.
Well, I think you might get back on one again, me guys.
But thank God, everything up here stayed where it belonged.
Yeah. I've got the trike out in the garage I built about, must be now, God, 12, 13, 14 years ago. I built a trike. And I'll do a video on it one day showing everybody. But I've decided I'm gonna sell it because by the time I get on it, I fright myself to death. Because it's quite a low rider they call it, you know.
Yeah.
And they just can't see you coming. It's it looks the dog's dangly bits, mine, but I fright myself every time I get on the damn thing. And I need the room in the garage as well. I need the room.
I used to have one.
Sorry, Stuart.
I used to have one. Hardtail.
Had a what, mate?
I used to have one, a hardtail bike.
Hardtail, yeah. What was that? Harley or what?
No, Triumph Bonneville engine in it. Built it myself.
Bonnie, what, 650 or 750?
750.
Oh, nice one, mate.
Yeah.
Us boys always wanted the Bonneville when we were growing up. That was the bike to have.
Oh, yeah. The Triumph money, though.
Yeah. Used to have my hair shoulder length, leathers, the lot.
Yeah, I know. With the cut off Levi jacket over the leather jacket.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, I thought I was a dog's bollocks. I'll tell you what. The chicks loved it. I couldn't go wrong.
What a bloody mess I looked. Thank God. I went back.
I'll do that dirt ride. I'll get the camera out and give you the once over of the truck. It's sat in the garage now, all bits on it, and oh dear. But
so what's in that, Conker?
I've actually got photographs of it when I finished it, but I don't know how to share a screen. I tried it once and it all went tits up. So,
right.
All things in time.
Yeah, absolutely right, mate. Yeah, I quite enjoy myself. This is when you got a good panel on there and nice guys that you know. It's quite easy because you just like having a chat, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's just getting there in the first place. I mean, getting there with Mick and Stubby and all the rest of them. It's and now really nice.
We should all lift the glass.
Well, I've got mine. I don't know about you.
Yeah. Well, see, we're on the early side of the sun here. You guys are already in the darkness.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're nearly 8:45 in the evening now.
20 minutes to 9. Yeah. Yeah.
Henry, where are you from?
Only thing I could lift is a cup of coffee a day because I had a heart attack in March, and yeah, so I got to stay away from all that.
Yeah. Have you had a stent fitted, Henry? Have you had something fitted?
All the veins and everything are good. The bottom of the heart, it was somehow hurt. I almost went on dialysis because of that. Yeah. But I recovered from that. But I get tired real quick now.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, you will do, Henry. Yeah, you will do.
You know the answer. Take it easy.
Yeah, that's what I can do. If it wasn't for you guys, me listening and watching you guys, I would have nothing to do.
I see.
Well, if you want to stuff some envelopes sometime, it's sit down work. It's not bad.
So, how many paper cuts you got, Kevin?
I'll tell you. I'm going to show you how I open envelopes. You got to see this. I got to set this tablet so that you can see me do this.
Hang on. Go on.
I've been doing this for 55 years. I got to get a stack of envelopes so I can show you. Here. I'm going to set the tablet right there. Let me get a bunch of envelopes. Hang on a second.
I bet he does it in seconds. Hey?
You watch this, turn around and cut yourself.
This is our local community college.
Go on.
Okay?
Yeah.
So I take a stack of envelopes and I bend them. And I open the flaps.
Oh, yeah. I told you it'd take me seconds. Christ almighty.
And doesn't even lose one.
No. Oh, they'll be all on the floor by I did that.
There's the ones that I missed.
Wow.
They come out from inside. They fall out.
We can't see it, mate. We can't quite see it.
Yeah, bring it into the front. Yeah, you couldn't see it that bit. Show us that bit, Kevin. There you go.
Kevin, yeah. Oh my God. Right.
So that's how you open them. What about
That's how I
stuffing
open
them then? Do you have to do it by hand or what?
Yes.
So when I do my Christmas cards, then I know what to do now.
You send them over to me. But here's the other way that I open envelopes also. See, I grab the flap and just nest them.
Oh God, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what? You just don't think of that, do you? What a skill. Yeah.
I've done that for about 55 years.
Whoa.
I've cut cuticles. You know, you nip a cuticle, but I've never gotten a paper cut. Never gotten a paper
Right.
cut.
No, you're not.
Gosh.
No, you're not. I worked in the. I worked. Where are we? That's not me. What am I doing? Here we go. Hang on. I cocked it up, didn't I? Where are you? Where are you, Kevin? Come back.
You lost-
Here you go.
There I am.
I worked in, for one of my jobs. I have had many. I worked for a company that makes the paper to make currency.
Okay.
Yeah. The company that it's a very well-known company, no names, but they make the paper. They make the sheets of paper to make currency for all the countries in the world, apart from, would you believe, America, who make their own paper.
There's only one company in the United States that makes the company, and that company is in Connecticut.
Yeah, and they're the most counterfeited bill in the world because they don't use all the stuff that the rest of it. The American $100 bill.
Yes.
Anyway, the company I work for make this paper, and it's got the stripe going through it. It's got the all the security stuff in it. Nowadays, it's got the windows in it and stuff.
One of these
500 sheets. There you go. One of those, Kevin.
Yeah.
I mean, you got about 20 of those there, haven't you?
Yeah, I got a couple. Yeah, I got one of them 50s too.
I've got
Actually,
20 pence. Is that helpful?
I got two of them.
I haven't got any money, mate. The wife's got it all.
That's a month's salary for me. What are you kidding?
Yeah, right. Okay. But the girls that work in the company, you know, that make this paper, they would sort out 500 sheets. They could count 500 sheets of paper, and they would fan them out. If ever you want to be, it's really interesting to watch these girls do this. They actually show it online.
Yeah, hey, look at this here.
Hang on a minute, Henry. Hang on a minute.
He hasn't been out anywhere to spend it. That's what it is.
Dear Lord.
You know, but Phil, it's only paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only paper.
Absolutely.
We
It's
make
paper I could do with.
It isn't worth the powder to blow it to hell.
I love you guys when you start flashing the cash. I love it, mate. Flash the cash, we call it. Oh, dear. If you ever get bored hanging on to it, Henry, just send it my way. You'll be all right.
Yeah, right. No problem.
You know all them envelopes you've got? Just put it in there.
Oh, look at that, Henry. What have you been selling? You haven't been selling your body, have you?
Just parts of it. Is that a special sticker that you have, Henry?
What's that?
I see the side of a sticker there. Is that a sticker you have?
Where?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're just shoving it back in the envelope. I thought I saw an Ian Matthews sticker. That's what I see on the back.
Webster Bank.
That's what.
You've got a sticker from Ian Matthews. It's not possible.
No, they're rare. They're very rare.
They are rare as rocking horse poo.
Mm-hmm.
Or hen's teeth is another one. Mine, on the other hand, are in an envelope here. I guess you've seen mine, haven't you? Well, it's the same as my doodah thingy. The round thingy, whatever you call it.
That's your sticker.
Stickers, yeah.
Yeah,
Just send me your address and I'll send you one out. It's not a problem.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah. You know, you know, the other night we were on Mixed Street. Someone was talking about a rotavator. Was that possibly George? Is it George, the oldest guy?
Say again, the old guy being who?
The old guy on Mixed Street, he had a rotavator, didn't he? He said a Bruggen and Stratton.
Right.
Did he show you which one it was, or can you remember what it was? I've got a picture of one I've got myself. My friend dropped it off into my yard the other day.
Right.
Oh, Stratton out. Look at that. Yeah.
It wasn't a Howard, was it, by any chance?
I don't know. Can I show you the photograph? If you put it on full screen.
No problem. If I don't know, the other guys will probably know.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, oops, sorry. Is that? That one?
That's a pressure one.
That's
Hey?
Yeah, I've seen it, mate. That's like a little 2 horsepower one. I did one of those up the other day.
Yeah, if you put me on full screen, you'll see it better, won't you? Or was that
hang on a second, hang on. Is that little Briggs and Stratton there?
Yeah, 5 horsepower.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's got it works the clutch on a cable running down. It just puts pressure on the belt, doesn't it? Pulls the belt up and pulls a pulley up for the belt to engage.
Yeah, that's it. Oops, sorry, that's it. Can you see that?
3 horse. Yeah.
Yeah, I've done one of those up, mate. I flogged one of those a while ago.
Right. What sort of price did you get then?
I was just trying to think now. Well, a chap gave it to me and I flogged it for 100 quid.
Good gosh, right.
Yeah.
Right.
The devils of the carburetor. I could never cure it of wanting a bit of ether when it was cold.
Right.
So it was hot, it would start every time. But cold, it needed a little bit of ether.
Right.
Don't ask me why, but I did a valve job on it. And I'll tell you what I did. I put electronic ignition on it.
Oh, right.
Cost me 11 quid, the electronic ignition.
Yeah. Because when he dropped it off as well, I think he dropped it off the vehicle or whatever he did, and he broke the inside of the wheel as well. So it's connected on
those
the axle.
two wheels come off, don't they? They will actually slide off, don't they? They're held on by a little pin.
Yeah, but one of the wheels is actually broke now. The middle of it is snapped off. It's connected to the middle of the crankshaft.
Yeah, I think you can put almost anything on there, actually, mate. I don't know.
Yeah. So I have to find another wheel for it. Yeah.
If you send me a picture of it on email just to confirm, but that's the one. I'm sure it's the same one as I sold.
Right.
I spent a bit of time on it. I did a valve job on it. Carburetor I cleaned, electronic ignition, and I know it's got a most old-fashioned. Just trying to think now. It had an old-fashioned pull on it, which just held together by 2 tabs. The pulley itself, the pull cord, just 2 tabs. It was just really old-fashioned.
Right. And also, it's supposed to have a shield over the front of it, over the tiller bits, isn't it?
That's right.
The one I see, that's missing.
Yeah, it was on mine, mate. There's like a little lever there that it's still got the little lever.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I took the lever off.
That's it.
Because if I remember rightly, there's 2 grease points for the drive for the spines. And you either pump some grease in there because you can't separate it. It's sealed.
Ah, right. I thought I'm going to totally strip it down. You see. So I'm glad you said that.
The motor itself comes off. The handles are actually part of the head bolts.
Ah, right. Oh yeah, I've seen that.
And it comes away from the actual body of itself. But the drive is a sealed chain basically. I just whack some grease in there. It's a cracking little motor. Because I had to put a new exhaust on it, a muffler on it. You can still buy the muffler for it.
Yeah, well, it's a rotavator.
Yeah, that's right. And the muffler, the exhaust on the one I had was completely shot.
Right. Well, this is in quite good condition. It just wants cleaning up and respraying.
Yeah. They're cracking little things, mate. I sold it to a chap living down in Bournemouth. And he said, will this be all right on clay soil? I said, yeah, of course it will. He got no
Because my friend said that in the new year, he said there might be a guy interested in it. He's got an allotment. So if I get it done in time, I might sell it to him.
Yeah, it's a nice. If I remember, if you drop me an email, I'll send you. I've got somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've got the manual for it, and even the name. It's a Flymo something. It's called.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Flymo something.
Yeah.
I can't remember off the top of my head, but I repaired it, and it ran lovely. It's a cracking little thing.
Right.
It's got to be worth 100 quid, mate.
Yeah. Have you got your email address, Conker? Can you put it in the chat, or do you not want to do that? Or
Yeah, I'll pop it in here now for you because it's my public one. Hang on.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, just drop it over to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had that one. The chap gave me that one, and also a Howard rotavator that weighed about. That was the one that went through the transporter's rear window. Did you guys hear about that?
No.
I had this Howard cultivator that weighed about half a ton. Bloody great thing. And I got it. It had a big Kohler on it, a big Kohler motor on it.
Right.
And I sorted it all out, and it got delivered to I think it got delivered to Taunton, and the guy picked it up in back of one of these VW transit vans. He went down the road there and pulled away, and it tipped. And it stuck the handle through the rear glass. There's some of this shadow glass. It cost him 300 quid to put it right.
Well, I always tell people when they come to my house to buy a motor, I always tell them about that. Turn the motor the other way around.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as far as I was concerned, you know.
You're worried about them putting it through the back
See you,
window.
Crypto. Cheers, Wade. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I know I've got it here somewhere.
All right.
I got the manual for it. And I'll try and find it for you. But send me an email, remind me, and I'll see if I can download it for you and send it.
All right, thanks for that. Thank you very much.
It's all on there. But I put the electronic ignition on there, and that worked really well. It cost me £11 for a chap up in the Birmingham that sells them.
Right, that's nothing then, is it?
And it works really because it gets away with the points. You don't have to worry about points and all that stuff. Worked really well.
Yeah. Well, I watched a guy on YouTube the other night when my first friend dropped it off, and the points are behind the flywheel, aren't they? Behind a case with 2 bolts on it, and just take them off, and the points are there, aren't they?
Yeah, because on the other side of the flywheel, I remember on mine, I looked at it, I thought, there's no way on this earth I'm going to get that off there without doing damage. And I left well alone.
Right.
On the other side for the pull cord, it's real Heath Robinson. It literally is the pulley is literally held in by 2 tabs, and they supply 2 extra tabs that they don't use in case you break them.
Yeah,
you have a look at it, you'll see what I mean. It's
Harry, have you worked on those before, Harry? Yeah.
Sorry?
Has Harry worked on them? Is he? Because you're Brigden Stratton man, are you? You had a cap on them.
Yeah, I got a lot of machines I work on. What I would do on that machine is I'd get a new coil. Then you don't need points.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
But you agree with electronic points, electronic ignition, Henry?
Yes.
Yeah, it's so cheap to buy. They sell them on Amazon as well. Sell them.
Yeah, they all sell them. You can get them, China and Amazon, eBay. And you just change out that coil, and you'll be able to run that machine without any points.
Absolutely.
You just cut them.
And you don't have to worry about ignition time, and you don't have to worry about any of it. It just works brilliantly.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Another thing I want to ask, guys: do you sharpen the rotary blades on
the tines?
Yeah, do you sharpen them up or not? Just leave them.
No, I wouldn't, mate. I'd leave well alone, mate.
Yeah.
Normally they can be quite old, and they you know, when they're not working on, they're not really, they don't cut the soil as such. They really just dig into it.
Right.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I know what Henry thinks. He's probably got more experience than I have, but
Yeah.
Yeah. I never sharpened one.
no.
No. Oh, okay.
You know, I stripped them all out. I must have and cleaned them up because they were seized on the shaft, if I remember rightly, and they're held on there by those C clips. It's like a C clip you can pull out. And I cleaned it all up and greased it all up. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am, Mick. I'm still going. Why don't you come up, mate? Come on.
Is he giving you some stick?
I'll tell you what, mate. If it weren't for him, I wouldn't be on here tonight.
No, I say. All right.
Because I couldn't get on here.
All right.
I'm going to drop down. You guys enjoy the rest of your afternoon, evening.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks, Kevin. Thanks for coming on and supporting me, mate. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Enjoyed it. Stay well.
You too.
Yeah, and you.
Take care.
Cheers, Kevin. All the best to you, mate. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I was going to work my workshop tonight, guys, but it's just too cold. I've got loads to do, but I just couldn't be bothered. Too cold.
Well, again, I was talking earlier on to Mick and a couple of guys. It's just too cold at the moment, sure. Well, that is my shop anyway.
It's too damp in mine. It's bloody damp and cold. Yeah, I've got to put insulation in the roof of it and get a good heater in it. And
Yeah. I mean, the trouble is when it gets too cold, that's when you end up hurting yourself.
Yeah.
You know, hands and fingers slip off the tools, and next thing you know, you've wrapped your knuckles and stuff.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I've been up to Mick's place. He's just got that all insulated now. When I went up his place the first time, it was the midsummer, and you sweat your doodads off because it was so hot in there, you know. But of course,
then the winter.
on the opposite end of it, then it's freezing.
Yeah. Henry, have you got a workshop?
I have two. I got one that's my garage, and that's where I work on the riders. And then I have one way in the backyard, which is a big shed that I'm setting up for just all my two-stroke and lawnmowers and chainsaws.
Right.
That way nothing gets mixed up, you know.
Right.
And I'm going to run Ethernet cable all the way back there so I can get internet, you know.
Yeah.
Do you specialise in anything in Henry? Do you specialise in anything? Biggs and Stratton or anything?
No, basically I work on everything, but I love working on John Deere. I have 10 of them I'm going to be working on. Well, I should have been working on them this year, but I just couldn't, you know.
No, fair enough.
Yeah.
Right. Well, Henry, I've got 15 John Deere walk behind lawnmowers at the moment.
Great.
I'm servicing for a contractor, a guy just contracting, and he just came to me one day and said, I heard about you doing maintenance of things. Would you like to service all my machines? So we had a deal with him, and there you go.
Yeah. Well,
but I should be there. I should be doing it tonight.
I do not have
This
customers.
is Mrs. H, by the way, guys.
Hello, Mrs. H.
This is the lady that puts up with me. There you go, look. You're a lucky lady.
What I do is I work on my own machines that I buy and build them to the T, so they go out.
I couldn't get on properly, so Mick had to help me.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about or people, because you know
I'll do mine in a minute.
job where nobody comes.
Yeah.
I don't want customers.
No. Right.
It takes away time from what I'm doing if I have customers.
Yeah.
But family and friends, you know, I'll take care of them.
Yeah, take care of them. That's it. Yeah.
Turn around, she's a lucky lady.
She is. Look at you, you're all lit up.
Hey, you know what I find with this is it's warm. The people that come on it are really warm and kind, and you know, I mean, appreciate the listening to. But if we're on stream, how do you get things done in the workshop? You know what I mean?
Sorry, Stuart. I got the dogs are eating their bloody breakfasty. Can they already hear you? Say again, sir. Sorry, mate.
I said most of us people are on this stream at night or on the live chat, and then you see him on a live stream, and you say to him, "What have we done this week?" Well, I've done this, I've done that. And I think, how do we find the time to actually work on the machines? Because they're not me all the time.
Yeah. Well, it's
like me tonight.
I don't know how Mick does it. I'll tell you, mate.
I don't know.
He's always at it.
Yeah, I don't know how he does it. Yeah.
But I think the way he deals with things, I think he gets way in front of himself, so he doesn't have to do it all day every day. And I know he works hard. He works nights and stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously with Riley Boy, who's absolutely brilliant. Riley's brilliant. So works around him, but he from what I know him, and he's become a great friend of mine actually. He gets himself a load of stuff in front, so he can then upload a video when he feels like it, rather than have to do it. You know.
Just got a notification that he uploaded a new one.
Yeah, he always says he's got a load of stuff waiting he can do. You know. I like the man. He's all right.
I do.
Yeah, he's all right. And I'll tell you one thing, Stuart and Henry, of course, he knows what he's talking about.
Yes,
you know, he really does. He's all right. He's a good guy. Good guy.
That's my biggest problem. I can't remember things easily. So when they ask me, like Nick asked me, well, what mo is it? What CC is it?
Nor me, mate. Nor me. This is a Briggs and Stratton 1, 2, 3, 6 XXIZ. That means squat to me. It's green. It's green or it's red.
I just know about the machine in front of me and the components and how it works and strip it down. But you ask me the name of it and what it. Oh God, no, not a chance.
Yeah, I'd like user manuals. I like drawings and stuff. That's my background. I've always, I don't like second guessing. I've always liked, having the drawing and all the rest of the work with. Although to be fair, a lot of them are all it's a variation on the same theme. But as then the other stuff comes in and Mick will come up with this, so especially some of this vintage stuff. I mean, it's amazing. I mean,
that's like Ken from Ken's Small Engine Repair. He knows primarily every machine, every motor.
I know they do. They are so knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Put your finger up your nose, Mick. That's the thing. There you go.
See, look, he's on here and he's not working in the shed.
Stop being nice about him now. Don't stop being nice.
Well, I thought if you're going to sit there and make my head swell all night, I might as well come up and say hello and say thanks.
Hey, mate, I don't care what anyone else says. Thanks, mate. Without you, I couldn't have got on here tonight. I really couldn't have. Thank you.
You're welcome, honey.
That's very good of you.
So I know to contact when I do mine then.
I
know to contact when I do my live stream then. Help me out.
Mick is the man, I tell you. He does this stuff.
Look, I'll help anyone out if I can. If I can help someone out, I will do. If I can't, I'll just tell them to get stuff.
Yeah, just watch out for the bill and the post, Stuart. My last one was £2,000.
Was it?
I'll help anyone out.
Very Frenchy, eh?
Only because you never know. You never know when you want a bit of help.
Exactly, mate.
You know?
Yeah, Stuart was talking about some of the rotavator. You know that little brown rotavator I had that I done up? He's just got one in. That little 3 horsepower one.
Oh yeah, the one with the what's name carby on it.
The little Briggs and Stratton thing.
Flowjet carb, Flowjet,
Yeah, he's got one in there. I try and find out if I can get the manual and I'll send it up to him because
I think I've got a diagram to that as well actually for the spring for the spring set. I just have to watch the I think that's one you have to watch the main jet on. You have to take the main jet out first before you split it. Otherwise, you bend the main jet. I think that's
right. The jet goes in, and then it goes in through another bolt that's got a seal on it.
Yeah, don't do what I did first time. When I first did it, I just tried pulling it apart and snapped the jet in half. It didn't work after that.
That's right.
So what's that, guys? When you take the carburetor apart?
Yeah, the carburetor comes off a tank, and then you've got a big straw. But the main jet, I believe, goes at an angle, and you have to remove the main jet is about 2.5 inches long if it's that carb.
Yeah.
And you have to take that jet out first. Without taking that jet out first, you can't split the carburetor.
Right. I think Henry is going to actually show us what. There we go. Look at all them boxes of parts.
There's plenty of carbs here.
Henry, you met Henry, Mick?
Yeah, I know Henry. It's no good.
Henry, he's a good old boy. Look at the state of all these bits here.
It's no good Henry inviting me in his shop. He'd have nothing left. Hey,
hang on, Henry, show us your bits, mate. Show us your bits.
He'd be robbed. My truck would be full up.
Right, what's he going to do now?
Well, it's a nice picture of your roof. There you go.
Look at that.
Now that's a workshop.
Oh, God, you know what? I would die for a workshop like that. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Good God.
My shed is so small.
Yeah, so is mine.
Wow.
There's plenty of stuff here, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
There's toolboxes after toolbox. And there's my wall of shame.
And it's still not big enough, right?
No.
Oh.
Well, that's why I'm working on the backyard now. So I can do the work in the...
Hang on a minute. Is that a mixed mower sticker I just seen?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting them upgraded to. I've got new ones coming out called Sir Mix mowers. They've been upgraded.
Yeah, I find myself being stuck. You know.
Yeah.
How do you know where everything is? That's what I go. How do you remember where everything is?
An impressive workshop, mate.
Organised chaos.
Yeah, I built this A-frame just for the tools I need at the time, you know.
Yeah.
So I have my SAE tools on one side and my metrics on the other side.
That's good.
Is it a hobby?
What's that?
Is it a hobby that you do all this, or is it a business?
It's just a hobby. Yep.
Hobby.
And this here is when I rebuild motors. When I rebuild motors, this is my test stand.
Right.
I don't know how it's coming out, but I put the motor on top of there.
Yeah.
And then I run all my controls and everything from here.
Good God, right.
Cool.
Yeah. Like this one I'm rebuilding now.
Right.
Nice.
That is nice.
Yeah. But
is that
it takes time. Takes time.
But as long as you got something to keep the brain stimulated,
yeah, exactly.
keep yourself busy, keep yourself out of trouble.
Busy.
That's the main thing.
That's the Honda, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Honda.
Yeah, I could tell just by looking at you. God.
Yep. Now I was looking for that one car to show you about that.
Yeah. About what Mick was saying and Conker with the jet.
Yeah. Where the heck it is here? Let's see.
What are you looking for, Henry? I'll tell you where it is.
It's right here.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. This is the carb you're talking about, right?
Yeah, that's your one. Hang on.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it has the jet that goes right through the middle.
That's him.
Yeah, Henry, can't quite see it. That's it. No.
I think that's different than the one I was working on.
It's the
The
same
one I was
principle.
working on was an older model.
Same principle there.
Yeah. And it has a jet that goes right through the middle
That's it.
here.
Yeah, that's the one that Mick's talking about. Yeah.
Ah, right.
You have to take that out of there first before you take the top off.
Oh, I just snap it, bend it, and buckle it. You might have one. You might have one different. It might be a straw thread one, a straw fed
Right.
car. Was yours straw fed or not, Conk?
Mine was like it was quite a long. It was like a long affair with the choke had a pull stop at the end of it.
Yeah, but did it have a for the fuel intake? Did a fuel feed? Did it have a straw to suck it up from the tank or not?
Yes.
Right, no, it's not the same one. Then.
You're not
Yeah,
talking about
it had a straw going down to the bottom of the tank, and then it would draw up to like a mini reservoir.
Right, yeah, I've got some more. Eh?
I know which one you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah,
So look,
you know
Henry,
the one. You know the one that's got Henry. It's got the screw that goes right through the centre of it, and it holds it to the tank. He's got 5 screws, I think 4 or 5 screws, 4 around the outside, and a screw goes right through the centre. And
Yeah, that's the one I've got, mate.
It's got a 3.5, 4 inch straw, which is in a plastic housing, which is the same as your classic engine, same as that. That's the one he's got. Is it easy? Is it an easy flow carb?
I can't find.
I noticed on carburetor as well. It's got a little like round thing you pull out.
Yeah. I think it's straw fed.
Get a picture of it, Stuart.
The problem is with those carburetor stews. If you take the straw out of those to clean them, generally they snap. So if you can get, they are, but they can be absolute gits to fit. So I would say best left alone. Just plenty of carb spray or WD-40, and you know what I mean, to just make better do. You can get the emulsion tubes out, all that sort of stuff. You can get all them out, but it's just for straw. They tend to snap on you.
Right, I see.
Hey Mick, you know what these are?
Yeah, they're called exhaust gaskets.
Tecumseh. Those are all Tecumseh.
No, you can keep them.
Oh, your favourite, Mick.
Oh yeah.
Henry, you know what you can do with them, don't you?
Got plenty of them.
Henry, you know what you can do with them, don't you? Turn around and I'll tell you what you can do with them.
Toss them out. I know. Yep. Oh well.
You're right, Dirt Rider. I'll tell you where Henry lives. That is a wow. Talk about it's like going shopping in a Tesco's. That is amazing. Aladdin's Cave is Henry's workshop.
I can spend all day in there, Richard, man, in there.
How many years has that taken you, start to finish? You know, sort of building up to where you are now, Henry.
Well, I was 16 when I started playing with machines.
Yeah.
And it just built up from there.
Yeah,
well, you know, Henry, 35?
Yeah, 35, yeah. Twice over.
So it's a life's work. I know that who was I talking to a while ago? I think it might have been Lucky 7. He went over to a place, someone had passed away, and he had a store much the same as you. And one complete wall was about, I don't know, 15 foot wide by about 12 foot tall. And it just had on there brand new Briggs, Tecumseh, Honda parts from the dealer. Brand new carburetors, gaskets, O-rings. Yeah. And literally his wife just said, for whatever price, just take the lot. Just have it, take it. And he just put it all in the back of a container. Yeah, brand spanking new parts.
It's just not there nowadays, are they? Let's be honest. There's stuff there that you'll never ever see again.
Well, to be fair, Dirt Rider's got a big old workshop. He just don't fill his up. It's full of machinery, but Dirt Riders could be 2 stories high.
Henry, is your other workshop the same? You said that too. Is your other workshop the same?
My other workshop is further down, which I can't walk there because I'll lose the internet.
Yeah, but is it the same as that one?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's full.
So you built one, then? You built one, and then you thought, is that another one?
Yeah.
Just give me 2 minutes, guys, a minute, please. 2 minutes.
Have one for me.
2 sheds full of just parts.
Yeah. God, right. Right. I've got a long way to go yet. Yeah.
You have what?
After seeing that, I've got a long way to go after seeing that. Yeah.
Well, I do mine slightly different to Henry. Rather than having stocks and stocks and stocks, because space is quite essential. I have a couple of stores, but I just tend to get the bits, get the machine in that needs repairing, price it up, let the customer know yes or no, order it up. 2 days later, comes in done. And to have to wait for a machine for say 4 days turnaround is still better than having to put it into a lawnmower shop and wait 3 to 4 weeks. So I have a stock of your Briggs and Strats, your Hondas, your Tecumseh, your air filter, spark plugs, and I have a generic stock. But if all the other parts, spare carburetors, I don't keep them. Just you can get it on Amazon, get it the next day, put it on the bill, done.
Well, this was prior to Amazon and all that.
Yeah, sure.
Mine's collectible from years.
Well, Henry, you do.
I don't have customers, so when I work on a machine, I pull parts from the shelves to rebuild.
So what is it? Do you just fix and flip, Henry, or?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll
cool.
buy a machine and I'll redo it to almost brand new state.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, cool. That's fair enough.
Henry, can I ask you a question about John Deere? Yeah. I don't understand. Why did John Deere's sump need an oil filter on it? When I always associate a big engine with an oil filter, like a car engine. So why do you need a big oil filter on a small mower? Is it just
the new ones came out with a big oil filter, right?
Yeah.
It's just another propaganda thing to sell,
The new air filter.
Just add oil, don't ever change it. It's ridiculous.
If you look at the new John,
me serving these John Deere's I've got, I've got to go and purchase loads of oil filters now for them. So you say don't change it.
That's what they say, but no, you change your oil. If you're at least once a year, at least, unless something's going wrong and your oil's turning black real fast, then leave it alone. For once a year at least.
The new John Deere air filters, the long ones, they got that special clip, haven't they? You're supposed to buy it from John Deere,
right?
You can now buy aftermarket ones for a fraction of the price, but you can also
change them back.
You can change them back to a standard filter now, can't you? As well, you take the bit off the engine and just put a standard filter on there, so you can half the price by doing that.
Right.
But, 9 times out of 10, it's like the new Husqvarna, just a push or self-propelled mower, powered by a Briggs. They say don't change your oil because they know if you just keep topping it up, that engine's going to fail within 3 to 4 years after the warranty's run out. You're not going to buy a new machine. That's why.
Exactly.
If you change the oil, it'll last.
That's like bringing it to a dealership, a mower. They don't want to work on it. They want to sell you a new one.
We'll sell you a new one.
Yeah.
Well, I've just done a video just now of a KM94 RC trimmer attachment. The gearbox have gone, and a brand new one, just with trimmer attachment, hedge trimmer attachment, is about 230 to 280 quid for a steel. A broken one on eBay is around about 150. I've just repaired that for the parts alone were 138 quid just for the parts. To be fair, it only took an hour and a half labour to put it all back together, what have you, clean it all out and re-grease it. So it's still a fraction of the price compared to what it would cost to put it into a shop. But if you put it into a shop, they just say, it's done. It's not worth doing. Just go and buy another one.
Yeah. Well, they got a lot of overhead. You can't blame them,
No, sure.
They should have some kind of lineup where they can bring it in and have some, newbies, somebody that's training, go through them. Give them a tune-up, and get them out.
What they are doing, Henry, what we are doing in the UK, I did see in I don't know, it might be on the internet. They're now making all the home user power equipment, your strimmers, trimmers, weed whackers, what have you. They're now making it not law, but making it harder for the retailer. They've got to now supply value for money parts. They've got to now supply it. So there's so many bits out there that I had someone come in the other day. I think it was a timber wood. We'd never heard of them over here. They're now going out of business since, and they've got been passed over 2 or 3 times to different companies. You can't get the air filter for it. You can't get a throttle linkage for it. But now they're saying if you make this piece of equipment, you should stock spares so people can repair their machines and keep the recycling going. You know?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just throwaway society. You're quite right. You get a Ryobi in that needs a carburetor clean. It's 40 quid for a genuine. It's £6 free week weight from China. But you can't. That's all you can get. You can't get any other parts. You can't get a brand new tank. You can't get a brand new.
They all want to go into the battery powered, you know.
Yeah, sure.
So they don't want to stock up on stuff and eat it, you know. So eventually it's going to change over, and those parts are going to be just sitting some shelf, you know.
And I'll still be sat in my back garden with my 1930s Dennis petrol mower.
But remember, it's like cars.
Trying to find parts.
The older cars are still worth a lot of money, but not the older machines they build now, you know?
No, definitely not.
New machines, new cars are just as bad as, you know, can be.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, you know, they're not afraid to charge for them either, you know? To buy a truck around here nowadays is $50,000 at least for a good truck. You go up to 80, 90,000 for something that's really good, you know?
That's interesting what Nev Taylor just said there about
I can't see the chat.
You can't see it, mate. Yeah. I know this is not. How do you post the chat on underneath there, mate? You do that often, don't you?
You click onto you come off your YouTube pop chat, so minimize your YouTube pop chat and use your StreamYard chat.
Okay. All right, I'll leave one alone, mate.
yeah. Otherwise, you'll end up ordering something off of Amazon. I know what you like.
He ain't joking either. He's not joking.
I'm not. That's what I end up doing.
Oh dear.
Somebody comes through the door and they say to the wife, "You've got a parcel there." I said, "What parcel?" Yeah, I've done that.
So, yeah, thank God. I've been waiting for something I've ordered for Annie for Christmas. And again, it's from the States. I don't know about you, Henry, but 3 things now I've ordered from the States have not turned up. I just wonder if there's a scam going on or what's going on, you know?
Well, you got to be careful around this time of year, too, because there is a lot of scams going on. But
yeah, certainly.
Well, the FedEx, the United States Post Office, they're all jammed. I mean, they're delivering mail here on Sundays.
I think one of the biggest scams out at the moment is that it cost about £11 to buy a Tecumseh red emulsion tube, right, from the States, but it costs you £18 to ship it.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
There is a company that does it. You've seen it. I think they show up on. I think it's on Facebook. There is a company that you can use to bring stuff over from the States.
Oh, it's disgusting. I mean, I even looked at because we got Stens over here, so I might get hold of Stens, but they may have one.
Yeah, they should have it.
But that's why. It's not that I hate Tecumseh. I don't hate it, but they're not a bad machine. It's literally you can't get the parts in the UK. It's as simple as that. You can't get the bits. If Henry, if you had a Tecumseh red tube on you, you could send it to me for around about $6 maybe maximum.
Yeah.
It cost me £9, which is £9 about $12 to send a spark plug to Bruce. You know, but where are they getting £11 for a tube and then £18 for postage? It's absolutely disgusting.
I know. You know? They make money on the postage too, you know.
Oh, my Lord.
I mean, if you ever need a part like that, you know, you let me know. I'll pick it up and send it out.
Yeah, I've done that with other stuff, Henry. When I was rod building and stuff, I got a contact over in America who sadly is now we've lost. He's no longer with us. Who I would get the gear from over there, because over there it's literally a third of the price of what we got here.
Right.
And he was sent it to me as a personal email, or personal mail, and it was a fraction of the price.
Right.
Literally, if you go on to like Amazon, all the rest of it, they just charge a fortune to get it over here.
Yeah, let me have a look.
You know,
See how much it is.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Let me have a look.
Because I mean, the stateside, your prices are so much lower than ours.
And then
It seems to be on everything.
There's competition where you can get it cheaper than the next guy, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But, you know, I'm not into the parts and all that, you know, to buying and selling, like Henry for mowers and blowers. And, you know, I'd rather have what I got and, you know, deal with what I have, you know?
I think you've got plenty, Henry, to be honest with you. Looking at your workshop, mate. I think we're all impressed with that one, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kenny was here the other day and he was looking around and saying, whoa.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You won't need to buy parts for years.
Everything. I got everything I need. Yep.
Absolutely. Do you know Bruce, by the way, Henry? Bruce Pender?
Yeah, I know him from
you could be his double, mate. I'll tell you. I'm just looking at. We reckon, Mick.
Yeah.
You could be his. You two are like brothers. I'll tell you.
The beard, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that fairly sort of laid back attitude, which I love. It's brilliant. Love it. I think Mick's just frozen.
Yeah.
Maybe you ought to call him, tell him how to get out of there.
Anyway, guys, I think we're coming to the end of it now. I've done it for a couple of hours. I'm amazed I've got this far without any more cock-ups.
I think you did a fantastic job, Conker.
Well,
so I just did some research, just some quick research there. I can buy a Tecumseh carburetor, right, from the States off of Amazon, get delivered to my door, £13 for the carburetor, £13 shipping. So where are they getting $11 for an emulsion tube and $18 for
it don't
shipping?
make sense, mate.
It makes sense.
No, it makes sense.
Don't make sense.
No,
Just not.
Yeah.
But you need a red one, right, Nick?
Well, if you haven't got if you've got a green one, just spray it red. That'd be right. Yeah, it's not for me. It's for a 70-year-old gentleman who subscribes to my channel up in Scotland. He's asked me to do him a favour, try and find one. Just can't get them. Can't get them.
Well, let me go in my stock and see what I got, and get your address, and I'll send you one out.
Well, yeah, don't go mad. I mean, if you want to fill up a container, and you know,
yeah, just take care of Top Conker, Henry. That's all you got to do.
Just
I'll send on what he wants.
Well, I got some of that green stuff too, that I was just fanning around.
Yeah,
I'll send some of that too.
All right, guys. I'm going to say.
Nice to see you.
I'm supposed to now thank everybody, but I don't know how to do that, Mick.
Well,
There's going to be a list of everybody being on it, but
leave it be then, mate. I was your bed all day.
Yeah. Hey, guys, thanks. I really appreciate everybody coming in. I really do.
No worries,
Mick, especially you, mate, for all your help.
You're welcome, mate.
Henry, you stay safe. You stay well. Stuart, give me an email, mate, and I'll see what I can sort out for you.
Yeah, I will do. Thanks for coming the week, mate. I'll email you.
All the rest, and everybody that's coming tonight, everybody that's done snobbing, all the rest of them. Thank you very much. I'll try to improve.
You're all right, mate.
Stay safe. Take care. Bye bye. Bye bye.